wide open. He fires. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's now 9 points here for Justice Winslow. Feeds it to Ajinça. Back to Brown. "16 feet away. No good." And it's Miami the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Winslow. He's tightly guarded.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Whiteside.
Timeout. Start it.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. All right, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. Let them hear it.
That one drops. He ties it up. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brown against Dragic. Here's Ajinça. Here's Davis. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Davis has got 10.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now here's Winslow. Defense is right there.
And how about the numbers here for Winslow? He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Brown with the drive. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Wade kicks to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Dragic against Brown. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Ajinça missing.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on Davis. The Heat have shot 75%. The Heat with the lead. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Here's Brown to take the lead. And it's good on the way in. Brown's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Pelicans. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's stolen by Wade. Right side, Dragic. The 3 from Bosch. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Pelicans shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Brown against Dragic. Brown outside. The feed to Davis. Stolen by Bosch. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Shot on the wing. The putback. And Chris Bosch with the slam. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. They forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And he gets it to go. Bosch has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Heat.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
It's Brown with the drive. Davis kicks to Brown. Clock at 6. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Dragic with a wide open look. Good, it's Bosch picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 5.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Brown wide open, he fires. And the Pelicans get it back. Arginsa with the bucket.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
The Heat leading by 3. Dragic with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 10 points for Johnson.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside. That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Dragic against Brown. He feeds it to Arginsa. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Wade. Looks for Bosch. Gets it to him. The kick out to Dragic. No problems knocking that one down. Dragic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat. Here's Brown. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The shot by Wade, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the court. Your New Orleans Pelicans.
He kicks it to Bosch. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Evans attacking. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. The jump hook, and that one goes long.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Brown outside. Evans outside. Back to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Arginsa. Count! A huge shot to tie it up.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. It's stolen by Davis. inside. Here's Babbitt. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Rockets the pass to Bosch. Bosch double team. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely. Looking to end the run. Missed. And they go to the intentional foul.
You had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? You know, if you misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range, you know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making. No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Five seconds left to play here in the fourth, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send it.
Play, boy. What a play. Hey.
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Just playing hard. We had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. We did a great job that night.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Berg, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, certainly a solid night for him offensively. Excellent production pretty much everywhere. He was what I call NSV, Ernie, a nice safety valve. When they need to open up the valve, he came through with that offense.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
On 2K